everyone, and welcome to Mark's Lionel Trains. Now for the fun part. The paint is dry. I've unpacked all my switches and all my track, my power and control over here. I have my rolling stock in a closet set up over there with a couple nice shelf units, and we're going to start installing some track next on Mark's Lionel Trains. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mark's Lionel Trains. Thank you very much for watching. The past couple weeks, I have been opening up boxes, getting everything organized. As you can see, I have all the switches, all the track, all that ready to go. Over here, I have all the power and control, my transformers and my power bricks, and we're going to lay out some track today. But I'll show you the storage closet over there. This far closet back here is a really big closet, and it's working out very well for all my scale rolling stock. I have them all set up on my shelf units. I have 2 shelf units in here and plenty of room for the rolling stock with plenty of room for extra rolling stock. Underneath the table, I have all the buildings, all the boxes for the buildings stored under here until we're ready to get started on setting those up. At this other end of the basement, I have this nice built-in storage cabinet, which I'm using for locomotives and their boxes stored underneath. And I have all my traditional scale box cars and all my rolling stock that aren't of scale in the top storage areas. So it's working out really well. All right, with that, I've been tossing around whether I should start out with power, but I'm going to start laying out some track. I only have enough track for 1 loop, and I have 2 loops planned with this layout. So my friend Barry was able to find some 060 curves over at Burwin Hobbies. So we're going to run over there this afternoon and pick up the additional curves that I need. I have my 060 switches over there. I have had some comments about using foam on top of the bench work, but I'm going to opt out of the foam because I'm going to be climbing on the layout. And the foam makes it kind of difficult to screw the track down as well. You're adding an additional inch of height to the track. I'm going to have the bridge section eventually set up here, but Wayne, one of the commenters, suggested I should just get a loop or 2 going so I can run some trains, and that's probably what I'm going to do until I decide to finish the bridge section over here. So. All right, let's get started on laying out some of the 060 tracks so I know how many additional pieces I need today, and let's get started. All right, I have some of the track sections lined up, as you can see right here. It's a little bit longer, this one, so I don't know, I'm going to have to adjust it a little bit. When they're up against each other, they aren't lining up exactly really well, so I'm thinking I might have to, I don't know if they make an 060 half curve or not. But I've kind of separated it here a little bit to show you what I'm doing here. And yeah, it's just, it's got to line up a little bit. I got to get the switches out over there. And yeah, so then I've got this down here, and I am short about 8 pieces. So I'm going to buy 10 pieces just to be safe. So, all right, let's get out of here and buy some track. Many hours later, we got track. All right, it was a good day. I haven't been to Burwin Hobbies in a while. They have some cars there that I was interested in, but I really needed to get the track. So I'm going to unpack all this 060 track here, and then we will move on from there. All right, I've got the track unpacked and laid out on the table. So I'm really curious to see how I'm going to set this up, how to work this out. I think I'm going to start with opening up the boxes for the 060 switches so I know what spacing to use. All right, in case you're not familiar, these are Lionel 060 switches, and I'll need 4 of them to do my switching interchange. These are the ones in the new blister pack situation they have going on, and I'm hoping that I wrote the switch number down, but I didn't. Usually the controller is connected to the switch already. It's got the numbers here, and it's got some extra pieces that need to be hooked onto the end over here. So, all right, let's get these all unpacked, and I'll be back with you after that. All right, I have gotten all my track out. I have it pretty much all laid out. There's the switch pattern on this side of the railroad. I have all my feeder wires. They're all kind of pulled out in a general location. I'm going to be pulling that one first. And then they go over to a general hookup junction right there in the corner underneath the layout. And then they follow that wire up here over to the control area that is over on this side over here, the control room place. So I've also kind of figured out the track configuration. What I'm going to end up doing on the outer loop is putting a straight track, a small straight track in between each one of those 060 curves to get this to match up correctly. All right, in order to make this work, what I've been doing is to get the 3-inch space between only these 3 tracks here is to put these 2 pieces that I have together. Nobody has the 3-inch straights. America's Best and Burwin's are all out of them, and I need this little extra room there, short of buying 072. I think 072 might work. Not sure. Let me know in the comments if you think that 072 in the outer loop would match up with the 060 on the inner loop. I'm not sure, but I already have too much invested in the 060s, so I'm kind of stuck doing it this way. If you know of any other better way besides putting the 3-inch straight in between here to make it work, but this one here is $5. This one here is $5. So you got $10 here if I was doing this, and I need 6 for the other side. So that's going to slow me down a little bit. So if anybody knows any better way to do this, let me know. And all right, I think that'll do it for today's video. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Next video, I'm going to get started on hooking up all the power and control, and then I can run all the feeder wires out to the various track sections on the layout. So I'd like to thank you all for watching Mark's Lionel Trains. Please feel free to leave a comment below, and please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, I really appreciate the subscriptions. Thank you very much for watching Mark's Lionel Trains.